Credibility is king is a saying in the advertising world, but how do you create credibility that is so powerful and so overwhelmingly convincing that it positions you and or your solution as best in your niche or industry? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to share with you in this episode right now. I'm O Dowd, and this is the Monetizers show that brings you a never-ending supply of the hottest profit-producing secrets, tactics, and strategies from the greatest marketers in the world. So in this video, I want to share what I call nuclear credibility. That is credibility that is overwhelming and inarguable and essentially separates you from all other competitors in your niche. We are looking at the B&B formula book funnel. It is a very successful sales funnel and well worth your time to investigate as there is a lot of education. There's a lot of great things that these guys are doing that is very powerful and worth knowing. They have good kind of credibility here from known experts in the industry. But really what I want to draw your attention to all the way down here is this. 564 additional video reviews here. So when we go to this page, we see that there is essentially 564 customer video reviews. Very like testimonials in general have kind of lost their sting, their power, their effectiveness over the years. But when you have 564 of them, that's inarguable. That's overwhelming. That positions you very powerfully in your niche because prospects are very smart these days. They know that testimonials can be faked here and there, but 564 video testimonials cannot be faked. And when you take the time to go to this level of effort to gather this quantity of testimonials, it positions you very powerfully. It just makes it inarguable that what it is that you have to offer here is something that is a step above the competition. And essentially, anytime I create advertising, what I'm always looking to do is position myself as better than all of my competitors. Because it's very rare these days that you're dealing with a prospect who is not shopping around. There is so many solutions available to people that when it's time for somebody to sit down and think about purchasing something, they generally comparison shop. So the goal is not so much to take a cold prospect and convince them to buy your product as much as it is taking a very experienced shopper that, is comparison shopping and demonstrating to them why your solution is better than all other solutions out there. If you can do that, you will generate maximum conversion rates. Very few marketers and business owners take the time to put the work in and get these types of testimonials from people. But the ones that do tend to rise to the top in terms of their success in the industry. It reminds me of my days in direct mail. I used to have a health supplement business in direct mail, and we were doing very, very big volume. We were putting about $1 million a month in ad spend into direct mail, sending sales letters, physical print sales letters to people's homes. And at that time, we were doing really well. We were one of the top guys in the industry. And then out of nowhere, a copywriter called Clayton Makepeace came into the industry with a piece of advertising that I will show you now. This is what's called a magalog. This was what marketers were doing, before the internet really took off. They were sending print sales letters to people's homes. So this copywriter, an absolute genius, a guy named Clayton Makepeace, what he did was he created this package, this magalog package, and 80% of this package is testimonials. And 20% of it is copy and offer. So as you can see here, testimonial, 134 more stories. Look at this. This is when you open the front cover, this is what you're met with. Testimonials on the left, a testimonial story on the right. Let's just go down through this copy because this is an absolute masterpiece. Every now and again, there is a Picasso of advertising that presents himself to the world. Back in the day, that Picasso was Clayton Makepeace. This guy understood proof elements, credibility, demonstrations. This was an absolute masterclass in advertising, top to bottom. But look at this whole package. It's 80% testimonials. It is overwhelming evidence. It is overwhelming proof. It is overwhelming credibility. It is nuclear power credibility that this product is effective. And yes, even back then, testimonials were losing their steam. So, like a lot of packages at the time, they were like 90% sales copy, 10% testimonials. This came out with like 80 to 90% testimonials and only 10 to 20% copy. This broke sales records. This thing was mailing 2 million pieces a month. So the ad spend on this was like, I don't know, 2.3 million a month after month after month after month. This was an absolute bona fide breakthrough in conversion rate. And it's clear and obvious why. It's that there's so many testimonials. It's overwhelming. It's inarguable. Sure, advertisers can fake 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 testimonials. But when you start getting into the hundreds, this positions you like no other. And a lot of what it takes to convert and be the best in the modern world of advertising is it just boils down to hard work. It boils down to going the extra mile. Boils down to being willing to take the necessary actions to position yourself powerfully that everybody else in your industry is not willing to do. And I'm telling you, having an overwhelming supply of testimonials online is very powerful. If you have several hundred testimonials, you'll probably be the only person in your niche with that much credibility and that much proof. And as a result, when it comes time for the customer to sit down and think, whose product do I want to buy? Do I want to buy from a sales pitch that's got fancy copy, or do I want to buy a product where there's hundreds of people talking about the incredible results that they've got from it? Put the time, energy, and effort into getting overwhelming quantities of testimonials, and you may just find yourself rapidly becoming one of the top competitors in your industry, if not the number one competitor. By the way, if you liked this tactic, I've got an endless supply of more waiting for you when you go to monetizationresearch.com and sign up for my free newsletter. The newsletter is delivered via email and it's called Monetization Daily. And in that newsletter, I just reveal an endless supply of hot tactics, tips, strategies for generating a lot more sales and profits with your sales funnels and in your business. So go to monetizationresearch.com and sign up for my free email newsletter called Monetization Daily.